Congratulations on the victory. What was your assessment of the performance?
I think it was good. I felt a little bit a lack of energy, but they gave everything. Some players were tired with the Aiden problem, but I think we deserved the win. We controlled the game. We could be better with the ball, but I understand after these 2 weeks with a lot of games, I think the lads deserved the win. And was a perfect way to end this week with a win for our away supporters. They are amazing.
A perfect week for Bruno Fernandes too. 2 assists tonight and a great goal. What does he bring to your team?
What you saw and what we see every week. But the most important thing is the work that he puts in everything he does, and that is the most important thing.
And a goal for Rasmus Hojlund as well. That'll do his confidence a lot of good, won't it?
Yeah, in the difficult goal, a difficult control, right foot. So it's a shame we are going to stop for national teams, but we will return with confidence. But it's just one win away. We have to continue when we return.
A really disappointing moment, though, for Aiden Heaven. What can you tell us about the injury so far?
I don't know. It's hard to know because we have to evaluate during the week, and also because he's a young kid that doesn't know how to explain, and that makes it a little bit harder to understand what he's feeling.
But it must have been a tough moment because he came on and showed a lot of promise, didn't he, in his first start?
Yeah, he already did that against Arsenal, and today. Against Real Sociedad. Today was the for me the most difficult game for him because he plays so well against Real Sociedad, and we expect always for these young kids to relax a little bit, but he was so focused and he played quite well. So let's hope for the best.
In some respects, is the international break coming at a good time? It gives you the rest and recuperation that I think you're sort of hinting you need.
I think I was clear today. They are in the limit. We have to recover players. We are going to use that window to work some players, to rest some players, to recover. So it's going to be good.
And going in with wins as well does a lot for the squad unity as a whole.
It's completely the feeling is completely different. But when we return, it's like starting again from the scratch.
Thanks for your time, Bruno.
Thank you.
And I'm very pleased to say that he joins us live now from the King Power Stadium. Congratulations to you, Bruno. And at the end of a long week, how important was it that your team got the job done tonight?
Hi, good night, guys. Thank you very much. Obviously very pleased. It was very important for us to get the job done today. We know Leicester is fighting for their lives at the moment to get some points. We knew it would be difficult, but we had to be at our best level. I think in the first half we commit a lot of mistakes in not in build-up, but probably in transition. We lost too many balls. But then I think in the second half we were much better getting in control of the game and getting the goals.
I wonder if a few weeks ago you would have gone on to win a game like this, Bruno, in the manner that you have tonight. Do you feel like the team is improving?
Yeah, I think we can feel that. Obviously against Arsenal we were a little bit more deep on the pitch because we felt that they didn't have much up front in terms of pace. Obviously, Nueri is a lot of pace, but probably was the only one that could make runs. So for us was to stay deep, give them the ball, and then trying to make some transitions. And in the second half, we showed a little bit more football against Sociedad. Obviously, different game, different competition. We played very well on the ball. We were very brave. And tonight, again, as I said, I think in the first half we could have been a little bit better. But I think you can see some progress. But obviously. This progress has to go on and on because we have the upcoming games are very important and against probably now the next one against one of the best teams playing in the Premier League, doing very well this season. So we need to be aware of that.
Bruno, Phil Jones, congratulations again on the win. Another assist, another goal. But just how important was it for Rasmus Hojlund tonight to get back on the score sheet?
Hi Phil, good night. Always nice to speak to you. was very important for us because obviously, as I said, for strikers it's about scoring goals. And they want to score goals. They want to be involved in the main things because it's about that for them. They need to feel important. They need to feel that they are getting into the score sheet because the runs and everything he does for the team, it's important. But obviously for his own feeling is very important to score goals. And I'm very happy and very pleased. I hope for the next 2 weeks he doesn't score anymore because he's going to play against me in the national team. And then when we get back, he can get back to score goals again.
Mind you, if he scores against you, you'll probably score against him because you're just in this incredible form right now, Bruno. Only Mo Salah and Erling Haaland have more goal involvements than you this season. What do you put your form down to?
No, I don't put my form on anything. I just focus on doing the best I can for the team. Obviously, I want to score as many goals as I can and do as many assists as I can because it's a big part of my game. And I need to assist my teammates like I did today to Rasmus and to Garner. I need to get into the edge of the box and try to get that goals because it's one of my qualities also. But it's the main thing for me is getting points now in the league. We want to get as up as possible for us to finish the season as strong as we can. And in the Europa League, obviously, we have a tough team now to get through, but we have 2 games away first and then at home that we want to win. And that's the main focus for me. It's to help the team in the best way I can.
Bruno, we've just been looking at your assists while you've been talking there. Was the second one definitely your touch or was it off Jamie Vardy? Have a look.
I was sorry, they turned it around.
Did you think you got the touch?
No, it's my touch. If it's Jamie, the ball goes to the edge of the box. I have to claim this.
Of course you do. Every number counts. Listen, Bruno, we have to talk to you about the captaincy and leadership. You've been questioned. You've had some vocal critics in the last couple of weeks. How much does that hurt you or does it motivate you?
I think both. Obviously, it's not nice to hear bad things about you. That's I think no one likes it. But at the same time, it motivates and it makes you feel that obviously it's a lot of things that people think you have to improve, and you have to take it in the positive way, understanding that whatever people are saying, if is there a margin to improvement or not. Obviously, I know you're talking about Roy Keane. As I said it before, I have a huge respect for Roy Keane. I think he was one of the best captains the club had, an amazing player for the club, won basically everything for this club. So is the way he thinks, is the idea he has about me as a player, as a captain, and I have to respect that. Obviously, I do the things in my own way to try to be the best, not captain but person and teammate as I can. I do it every day. I try to be an example in everything I do on the training sessions, on the pitch, in everything I do. But obviously, not everyone will not everyone will think in the same way. And I respect every opinion of everyone. And as I said, I have huge respect for Roy Keane. And obviously, I accept that there's a lot of margin for improvement in my game, in my leadership, in everything I do, even in my own life.
Well, thank you very much, Bruno, for addressing that. And we wish you well for the rest of the season and congratulations tonight.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.
Well, he is leading by example, isn't he?
He is. We spoke about him at the start of the show.
Congratulations. It's felt like a really big week at the club, on and off the field. How do you sum up tonight's performance?
Yeah, I think result, it was very good, 3-0, but I think there's still a lot to improve. I think in the midweek we did very, very well. Overall the game was very well, and today the result was good, but I still think there's a few things we can do better.
I was quite surprised, your low-key celebration. There must have been a huge amount of relief and just kind of pent-up frustration in that.
Yeah, yes, obviously, it's been a while, and I've been a bit disappointed with myself, to be honest. But again, I've been looking forward to score this goal for a long time, obviously. But I know it was just a matter of time and just about keep working hard and. Yeah, just let all the noise not distract me and just keep working on the pitch and for those who wait, good things come.
And word on your captain, he's had a decent week. 5 goals, a couple of assists tonight. He's been talked about as a potential United great.
Yeah, for me, he is. I have been watching him both as a fan and now as a teammate, and I would say his qualities is incredible. The level he shows both on and off the pitch is incredible, and he's a great leader. Even though he gets a bit of stick sometimes for showing his arms, but I think he does it in a good way, and everything he means is to make the team better. And you see the quality today again. He's definitely. Very, 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 very good player.
Just finally, I hate to end on a negative, but Aiden made his full Premier League debut tonight and looked really assured again, looked brilliant in the week, but looked in huge pain. Yeah, I didn't see what happened, but I'm very happy for Aiden. Obviously not tonight, but in general, I think the youngsters has done well. Everyone who's come in has taken a big responsibility for the guys who's been obviously we have some injuries, but I think the youngsters have stepped in and done well. I think the likes of Harry getting his debut as well today. Chilo's done well. Aiden and also Toby. So all these guys has done a great job, and very, very impressed by them. Well played tonight. Thank you.
Oh, Dion, you desperately wanted him to smile in that, and he's got reason to smile because an impressive performance on Thursday, and he finally got the goal that he and Manchester United desperately needed.
Yeah, he did, and it was always going to happen. He was always going to get it because you don't work as hard as him and not get a little bit of luck sooner or later, but I think it's just the players around him haven't seen those runs or haven't really appreciated the amount of work that he does. But to get his goal, he took it incredibly well. The ball was brilliant. He had a long way to travel with the ball, get it under control. Now he's on his way. He's thinking, there he goes. He's turned his back. He knows exactly who's on the ball. And he's thinking, I've got to get closed down. I'm going to get closed down. Nobody's closed me down. Let me just strike that ball across the defender. It was just poor defending.
Yeah, I mean, it's been Leicester City's issue kind of all season. Initially, Cody does great, wins it, goes into midfield, wins it again. OK, he's a little bit out of position. And then United do well. They keep it, they recycle it. You wait for the moment. Who do we get it to? Get it to Bruno. And Hojlund knows this ball's going to go on behind. And I think United are better on the counter-attack. And that ball in behind's great. Hojlund prefers that. Wout Vath's got to get across. He's got to cut off the run. For some reason, he just decides to keep running back and not affect Hojlund. Hojlund thinks, right, thank you, and I'll finish. Great finish with his weaker right and brilliant form. I think this is where he's at his best, running forward. Yeah. He's still good. He's still working on his hold-up play, bringing others into play. But that's a great goal.
Is the onus now on the likes of Bruno Fernandes and the other players to play to Hojlund's strengths? Now we're starting to see where he likes the ball, how he wants to play, and maybe make him run more and stretch defences, as Owen said. Yeah,
I think I think they know his strengths. They just haven't used him enough, because when they have used him, he hasn't finished off what they've sort of put on a plate for him. So sometimes when a player's not quite on it, a centre forward, and the chances aren't coming, then you kind of stop giving him those chances because you try and find somebody else to do it. Now he's got his goal, his confidence will be up. Use him, force him to run in behind. Put it in there, then have a go at him that he's not doing it.
Sir Jim Ratcliffe claims he would leave Man United if he got the same level of abuse as the Glazers, who he claims have retreated into the shadows since his arrival. Sir Jim Ratcliffe has warned that he would walk away from Manchester United if he got as much abuse from fans as the Glazer family. Ratcliffe, who also said he would quit if he failed to turn United's fortunes around, has come under fire from supporters over his running of the club and the prospect of further ticket price rises. The 72-year-old Ineos billionaire was confronted by angry United fans at Fulham in January and admits he would sell up if it got so bad that he needed personal security or had to stay away from Old Trafford like the Glazers. "It can be unpleasant," said Ratcliffe. "I mean, I can put up with it for a while. I don't mind being unpopular because I get that nobody likes seeing Manchester United down where they are, and nobody likes the decisions we're having to make at the moment. If I draw a bit of the ire, I can put up with that. But I'm no different to the average person. It's not nice, particularly for friends and family." Sir Jim Ratcliffe claims he would leave Man United if subjected to same level of abuse as the Glazers. Manchester United fans have long opposed the Glazers, and pressure ramped up recently, so, eventually, if it reached the extent that the Glazer family have been abused, then I'd have to say, look, enough's enough guys, let somebody else do this. They can't really come to a match, the Glazers. They've retreated into the shadows a bit now, so I'm getting all the bloody stick. We bought in and I haven't seen them since. Thank you, Jim, you're doing a really good job. At the moment, I don't have security, I don't have to walk around like that. But it would defeat the object, wouldn't it? You couldn't tolerate it at that level, it just wouldn't be fun. I haven't had it so far, not really. I had that guy through the car window at the Fulham match that got arsey with me, but I haven't had what I would call threatening behavior. Ratcliffe has been left to run United since investing £1.3 billion in a deal that allowed the Glazers to retain a controlling interest in the club. In an interview with the Sunday Times, he risked upsetting United fans even more by praising the unpopular American owners, particularly for their understanding after Ineos blundered by handing Erik ten Hag a contract extension and hiring director of football Dan Ashworth. To be fair to the Glazers, they're really good on the commercial side, said Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe has said about saving money at United by implementing a raft of extreme cuts. The people who advise me say the fans don't want to hear it. So I've got to be cautious. I get a lot of criticism if I support the Glazers, but the fact is they're really decent people. They're very polite, they're very civilized, they're the nicest people on the planet. There isn't a bad bone in Joel Glazer's body. We have a very professional partnership with the Glazer family. To be honest, they could have given us a bloody hard time after we cocked up with Dan Ashworth and Erik ten Hag. Could have, but didn't. Ratcliffe believes the root of United problems was having Ed Woodward and then Richard Arnold as chief executives before Ineos took over and made changes. I wouldn't have tolerated Ed Woodward or Richard Arnold, added Ratcliffe. Richard was a rugby man, he didn't even understand football. Ed didn't have the credentials to manage the club. He was a merchant banker, an accountant. The way I look at it is that you had two management teams at Manchester United for the past 12 years who did a poor job. They've made a lot of very poor decisions over 12 years, stupid things. They made a complete cock-up of it, shocking really. To be honest with you, if I fail, I'll step down. But I don't think I'll fail. As soon as we start playing good football and start winning, it will change.